Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time you'll be watching this video. So guys, I have a video here I would like we all to watch. But before then, if you're meeting my channel for the very first time, you're highly welcome. Please do well to like, share and subscribe. Leave your thought about this video and let us know what you think about this video. So guys, let's watch the video together and see you towards the end.
Tinubu don't enter wahala. Papa, pack your load and leave Nigeria. They don't like you. I don't finally see person where Buhari better pass. I don't know say he get who Buhari better pass for this country. There's more idiot. Oh, sorry. There's more Ozuo. Oh, he name self na cause. He don't finally come and say the same in Nigeria forgive and we will vote for him. Now that beg when you beg us when I go make you lose election. We don't like you offend the youth already. After when you call answers is fake news. You see, even your name na cause he be. I know people pronounce your name. That's the reason why for Nollywood they drive you because that's also woman they carry. That's also get you they sleep with for Nollywood. You be bad youth. You must lose. Na must, na promise. We not gonna vote for you. Yes, Ajay, Nigeria, obedient. More now watch the video. Yeah, where this or Desmond or swore they talk. Yeah, not vote for you. Who's forgiveness? After one of those slaughter say forgiveness. That word say that beg na abomination to us. Now only God they forgive. Oti, see, okay, fine, if I'm gonna forgive you, just pack your loads and leave Lagos. Go back to Cameroon. Where you for come?
Okay, what I can say is, I think forgiveness is divine, really. And if anyone, I mean, no one owns it all.
Right.
Something can be your truth, and to another person, it might not be.
Right.
I don't think going back to bring out those sensitive moments and will do anything. I think at the end of the day, I apologized for, and I'm still apologizing to those who must have misconstrued what I said. I said I was taken by emotions, but at the end, it still didn't take away from the facts. The hatred is too much.
Yeah.
The polity, the hatred is too much. We're all built on love. We can change things by love. Not, I'm in politics now 8 years, and I still stand on the fact that love conquers all.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone out in the streets and people still curse at me.
Wow.
But I'm not afraid, I'm not ashamed, because they don't understand the stress that you go through.
Yeah.
And I pick it from their point of view because someone just hoped that you could just help him or her. And at that point, you are stressed with so many things. So at the end of the day, it happened. I wasn't referring to everybody as children.
Yes.
It was the people that were on my Mr. Speaker's handle that were talking to Mr. Speaker that I was referring to, and not everybody. But, you know, and truly they were teenagers when I clicked on those who were cursing at Mr. Speaker. And that's exactly what I said. But I'm sorry again.
Okay.
That's what politics teaches you.
You
You
mean
must
it.
learn.
Yeah.
You must. You can never be prideful. You can never buga in politics. Who you be? So you must humble yourself. If you want buga,
Yourself.
go inside your dream and get weight. Lose weight when you're outside. Lose it.
All right, so
But we thank.
because the youth are expecting more, what do you think they should expect from you?
Oh, so firstly, I pledge allegiance to the youth. And that's the first thing. I mean, whether we like it or not, that's what it is. Because you have to open up to them. You have to let them know. And to humanity and to Nigerians, as a whole. Am I concerned about the dragging? In a way, yes, and in a way, no. Yes, because it's not the truth about me that is being told out there. But I don't think I should overburden myself in trying to over-explain over and over again who this person is. Nobody's perfect. People make mistakes. And then sometimes the truth might not be acceptable, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't say the truth when you have to. So I'm just caught within that part of this is what I have to do. So I'll probably say this is what I have done. I have touched lives.
Showing Nigeria's president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu meeting with the chairman of Heirs Holdings, TR0UBLE, at his home in Lagos following Tinubu's victory at the polls.
Last man standing.
It's still standing.
It's still standing. Last man standing. Jay, how come you are wearing the same thing? Is that a uniform? Last man standing.
I am too good. I'm okay. I'm getting in there.
These are not that always argue.
All right, Rufai, last man standing. I mean, this video was trending on social media all evening yesterday. When TR0UBLE posted it saying that he met with the president-elect and they discussed how to empower the youth. What's your take?
Truth has to be told. Tempers are very high now.
Okay.
Words like last man standing, no. Let the court rule. He's president-elect, but let the court rule. And it's the last man standing phrase a lot of people are reacting to.
That's what it is.
And they have a reason to react. Why are they reacting? Because INEC did not do as he said it would do. And when you get the process of something wrong, then the thing becomes suspect. And it's not only us that we're talking about this. Even Chatham House that President Yakub went to address said they didn't get the process right. So we have a long legal battle, and sadly enough, it is the court that will truly determine who is the last man standing. It's a court battle that's ahead of us that we are seeing play out.
Table shaker.
It is the court that will determine the last man standing. He's president-elect, but the court will determine who the last man standing is, which I'm not happy about, because it just throws away the right of the people to be able to vote. And that's why it is a shameful thing that this electoral law, using technology that we thought was going to reduce litigation, has now increased litigation because of the failures of INEC. Very sad. But a businessman meeting president-elect, no qualms with that. Businessmen will always align one way or the other. It's not emotions, they do it for the business.
Absolutely.
But it is the court in this regard that will determine who the last man standing is. And it's going to be a long drawn out battle, and we can only wait for that.
All right, Dr. Martin, last man standing.
Well, the reference to last man standing is one of the nicknames that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu acquired in the course of his political career. So it is not new. Some people call him Jagaban, some people call him last man standing, some people call him BAT or BAT. Now in 2003 election, when President Olusegun Obasanjo was seeking a second term, he tried to play the ethnic politics to get the government in the Southwest, belonging to the AC then, Action Congress then, to support him. So his strategies talked to all the governors. All the governors cooperated. But as it turned out, having told people to vote for Obasanjo in the presidential election, the people, not being so sophisticated, in the gubernatorial election, they voted again for the PDP. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu was a smarter guy who refused. He head on to Lagos, and he was the only one who survived out of all the PDP or the AC governors in the Southwest. So he became known as the last man standing. So we don't know what exactly Tony Elumelu, popularly known as TOE, was referring to there.
Yeah, could be
whether
right?
whether that historical nickname or contemporary developments, but I don't want to second guess him. But you could see that in the interaction, there's a lot of familiarity, you know, between them. And the president-elect himself has been doing the equivalent of a victory lap. After visiting Buhari in Daura, he came to Lagos ahead of the previously March 11 scheduled gubernatorial elections. He went to see the Oba of Lagos. Okay, now he went to see Tony Elumelu, is very prominent in the business space, and you know, it's power game. Once they say you are the president-elect, you quickly take ownership, and that's why we have been having major sightings of Bola Ahmed Tinubu here and there, you know, trying to claim the space. However, what is more important is what we were told they discussed, which was reported by Tony Elumelu himself, youth empowerment. Everybody knows that Tony Elumelu, you know, is very strong on the issue of youth empowerment through his Tony Elumelu Foundation, which has impacted on young people, entrepreneurs, you know, in all the countries of Africa, and he has provided support for over 10,000 young people who are into, you know, entrepreneurship. And it's a living program that continues to give back to society. Now, how does Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu come into the picture? If you look at his Restored Hope 84-page political manifesto for this election, it talks about young people. It talks about promoting digital inclusion, fintechs, empowering young people. And if, as Tony Elumelu reported, that was their major point of discussion, then of course it's an important subject, because if anybody wants to be president, yes, of course you will need to, you know, collaborate with people who are working on specific issues. Finally, it may well also be that it was just a friendly visit. After all, I'm sure there are neighbors in, you know, highbrow part of Lagos. He could have been passing in front of Tony Elumelu's house and say, let's check whether Tony is at home. But those other details we do not know.
Absolutely.
People have relationships, they have IOUs, they have friends in different places, you know, so beyond politics, what subsists is human relationship.
All right. Ayo. Well, Audrey, first thing I noticed when I watched that video is that there were no ethnic conversations in that video.
Love it.
You can see that when it comes to interest aligning, it's the people who suffer the most are the ordinary Nigerians. Tony Elumelu is from Delta State. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is from Lagos. State. Tony Elumelu lives in Lagos State, pays, I'm sure, some of his taxes here. No one is having this conversation based on this video. People are hailing, no, they are coming together. So that's an interesting thing to note, that we shouldn't allow, when, you know, especially for ordinary Nigerians who are fighting and killing themselves, at the end of the day, at the very top echelon, they are making deals and making alliances and not talking about ethnicity. I mean, to be fair on Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he's never spoken along those lines, but his supporters, especially under his party, have been notorious for doing this, and so we must speak about that. And then the other part, of course, is that Tony Elumelu is a private citizen. He can choose to host whomever he wants to host in his home. Yes. He can choose to, you know, be friendly and make alliances. That's to choose. But of course, it must be said that he does have admirers. He does have young people who are who perhaps feel very strongly about his support of the candidate. And again, going back to my last point on the fact that people are free to support, endorse, vote, you know, for anyone that it's a democracy, and we must respect that.
Yeah, I love it. Well, you guys have been fantastic on what's trending today. We had a long show today, really amazing. Well, thank you for your great contribution on what's trending today. Well, that's all I have for you on what's trending today. I'll see you all.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. How would I see the video? Wait till you think about this video. Make a living a thought for the comment section. I will see you in my next one. From me to you all, I say bye for now.